Good morning, everybody. Oh, why game? Why game muted? Whoop. Where's mouse? Give me mouse. One moment. There's mouse. All right. Hmm. All right, there we go. I always forget there's no fucking audio on the direct desktop for this game, like there was for the first one. The super crunchy Bioshock 1 audio. Anyway, back to Dionysus Park. I believe we just finished one of the Little Sisters, and there should be three. Alrighty. Basically turn left and we're at the next one. Well, someone sounds a little seepy in there. Hope everybody's been doing well.
Alright, there's one.
There's two. Oh no.
Big palooka and grab the sister.
I heard them say bees, and I swear to God, I heard it sounded to me like Mr. Beast. Oh, the brain rot is real. Alright, arms race, which means we should be done with big daddies. Tired of constantly scrounging for ammo? Arms race helps you find those extra rounds you'd otherwise miss. Able to salvage more ammunition from bodies and containers. As much as we don't need ammo, I do usually take this. And we don't need to have all the observer shit. Except for Houdini's. We're almost done with bots. We're not done with brutish splicers yet, but we're almost there. In an ideal world, this replaces Thrifty Hacker, because then I don't need to spend as much money. Kind of wishful thinking. Get rid of Hacker's Delight for now. He's not slowing down. Proximity mines, eh? Come on, hon. Sorry. We'll sip of water.
Ooh, marshmallow.
Why? Because he's cooked? I assume that's why. Yes, give me the invisible shotgun. Alright. Where are we going, little sis?
Adam, Daddy, over there.
Right here. Alright, we're gonna set up a couple of proximity binds. My bad. Oh, put one there. One there. That'll do. Kind of weird, it's in numerals of 3. They tend to like their 4s. Oh, I was gonna check Houdini's, see how far along they are. About half. They are done. Yeah, all we really want is the more damage, though. Because I'm never going to use that gene tonic. Alright, yeah. Oh, good, they're mowing the lawn again. Ooh, we're actually getting some drop frames. Hopefully that's not consistent. Hopefully they don't consistently drop, I mean. Keep an eye on that. Okay. What do I want to use? So many weapons to choose from. We'll stick with the shotgun for now.
Found it. I just remembered Mommy. Who is that?
Let's fix your face, baby.
I'm a good girl, Mr. B.
Yes, you are.
Adam
Bees, where are you going? I hear a spider splicer.
Soon, Daddy, soon.
What a baboon! Had to shut him up. Had to shut him all up.
And she really can just finish based off time. I thought there was a required amount of kills.
You always save me from.
Kinda thought someone were gonna spawn through that door. Evidently not. He disappeared right before my very eyes. Why did it never give me the money the other 2 times I looted his corpse? Forgot there was a store up here. Apparently I did hack it. Doesn't look hacked. Alright, where to next?
It's this way.
I can pick him back up. Forgot I could do that in this game. I don't think I could do that in the last game, but I actually don't remember if I tried or not.
Adam, Daddy, here. Have you watched all their sleeping angels? I do.
Man, that's a lot farther range than I thought it did. No.
Daddy's giving you stores and.
Can't teleport to getting stung by bees.
I can feel every step.
All done?
Daddy, are
All
you
done.
taking me home too?
SpongeBob me boy. It's not all about the boots. It's about the booty. The person in the boots. Is there a vent in here? Oh, the one right there.
See you in the morning.
She's venting. She's venting. Oh my god, she's sus. Little sister's resolved.
I confronted Stanley. Said I'd tell Mother what he had done. He panicked. Took me away and sold me to an orphanage.
But she was in prison.
I tried to fight back. I remember biting his hand, but... Father, he's the reason I was turned into a little sister.
Yeah, the idea is that Stanley got Eleanor when she was out of Grace's sight for, I don't know, 5 seconds, when she threatened to tell her mom, who was in prison. We're dealing with some shaky logic here. Hip hop, hip hop.
Now, you were just a deep-sea explorer with iron cojones, pal. The public gave it a nickname.
Thanks.
But Ryan was sure you were a spook, so his people locked you up. Erased your damn name. Goodbye, Johnny Topside. Hello, Subject Delta.
No, I want the bear. Demanding father. If your little helpers keep getting interrupted while gathering, tell them to get a move on with demanding father tonic. They gather at him more quickly. Don't really need that. At least not now. Might get something with it later. As the... I don't know. They will pour on some more enemies, but we're kind of at the upper limit already of the amount of enemies they try to pour on you during gathering. I don't really want any of these. We're gonna have so much fucking Adam when we leave this area. Plenty to spend in the next area. I'll get Incinerate too, and I think that'll be it for this area then. And I'll save the rest for next area.
Now you're cooking. Charge up for an explosive blast.
Wow. Amazing.
When all this is over and we're divvying up Rapture's bounty, you and I'll be...
Where am I going? Basically forward and to the right.
holding court on a private island, son. Think of it. Each world power on bended knee, holding a bouquet made of money.
I don't really think... Well, we don't get to know what Delta thinks.
The finest minds of paradise in a single sublime mosaic. Eleanor. Consider the genius you deny her with every stolen drop.
Yeah, that's the idea.
Girls you've saved from Mother want to thank you. Check the Gatherer's Garden.
Eleanor, that was a few seconds ago. I thought it actually had a little projectile. Apparently not. Iceland. It's actually pretty good that we're ending in this area, because this is, if I remember correctly, pretty much the best spot to kill the big sis in. Because there's a bunch of fucking turrets in there.
I suppose I could use this. I might...
There she is. Get her. I hope that bodyguard ain't one of your long losts.
We shan't save the likes of
Did I hit him? Did one of them ricochet off her? I hadn't really thought about that. Ooh, just short. Yeah, this is pretty much how you get around bouncers. Find a couch. Holy cow. It's got a lot of stuff I can't pick up. Alrighty. Have I already... Shouldn't have hacked everything in here. A granado. The remove one stage from hacking is actually going to be pretty useful as we get into either the next area or the area after that, because they'll add another stage. That'll do. I should remember I have this arm-piercing ammo here after I fight Big Sis, but I will probably forget. Oh well. Who needs min-maxing? It's all about having fun in the end.
Almost to bedtime.
Drill specialist. Who needs guns when you got drill and nearly unlimited plasma power?
Commune. But I need time. Lamb's kid keeps staring me down like she knows that I'm a phony. I keep thinking of Johnny Topside, though. It took real guts to find Rapture like he did. It makes it easier not to crack if I sort of imagine that I'm him. It's a good thing I can't tell Lamb that, though. She'd probably say I got a secret need to fall into his arms and make a wild whoopee or something.
What a random ass tape. It would have been, I guess, a bit for like lore if they hadn't just shown us a scene, or if you came here first before seeing the scene that Eleanor threatened to rat him out. Just what a line. They had to combine the two bits of this area of you figuring out you're from the surface and just for a random dude who showed up. And Eleanor's writing about like, let's put it in a tape. Wonderfully voice acted, but entirely pointless. So this is the tonic I was talking about that basically makes you only able to use the drill, hack tool, and camera, but it makes your plasmids basically free. And when we get to the level 3 of some of these plasmids, where you can basically use like Count Dooku lightning and flamethrower hand, there's some actual viability to that. In this area, yeah, you do it, but you kind of get your ass handed to you. But if someone was already doing pretty much a whole drill playthrough anyway, it'd be pretty cool. And it's a fun way to play. I've never done a whole playthrough with it, but I've dabbled. I'll give you some subtitles for it this time.
So, Ryan's goons are sweating me to prove this place is a closet commune. But I need time. Lamb's kid keeps staring me down like she knows that I'm a phony. I keep thinking of Johnny Topside, though. It took real guts to find Rapture like he did. It makes it easier not to crack if I sort of imagine that I'm him. It's a good thing I can't tell Lamb that, though. She'd probably say I got a secret need to fall into his arms and make a wild whoopee or something.
Daddy's mad.
Damn, you're screaming like crazy. Hi. I got hit a little bit more than I wanted doing that.
He's nicer than other daddies.
I'm so glad. Alrighty-o. Time to take on the big old ice room. Thought I already looted him. Tasty water. Is there not a Circus Valley in there, but there's one over here. Kind of poked itself right into the little ground. Shit. Actually, let me just destroy at least one of these. No, we're not quite there yet. Close, though. Ah, come on. Please. We're so close. I know we are. Fuck. Really? I think one of the other reasons they made Johnny come from the surface and not be an initial Rapture resident is because it makes him a little bit more sympathetic. That, like, you can assume that a lot of the people that came to Rapture were kind of, like, inherently not the best people in the world. No, stop shooting each other. You're friends now. No, we're all friends. Now you're off. I think I got everybody. Did I get him? What do I want to use? Yeah, that's pretty much what I've got the most ammo for. And they have given us a ton of proximity mines and mini turrets, because this is the best place to fight big sis. A hacked turret or bot can be your greatest friend. Make that friendship last longer with the new Hardy Machines tonic from Riot Industries. Hacking a turret or bot raises its max health. I wonder if that also increases bots that you summon with security command too. It doesn't say that, but I imagine that they wouldn't code it separately. But I don't know. I don't have the code before my eyes. He will store you for now.
You ain't her real dad. Oh, great. Fine.
Uh-oh.
Be sorry when I find you. Got special problems, huh?
Yay. I pretty much don't need to worry about hacking, or not hacking, researching them anymore.
Don't let him get me, Daddy!
Imagine how much of a nightmare this area would be in Bioshock 1. All the turrets shooting you in the back. What the fuck is this guy made of?
Daddy, I'm ready.
Oh, I know. Alright, come here.
Are we gonna be together again,
That
Dad?
is that. Probably gonna give that store outside. Oh, hello, Schrodinger. How are you?
New face? I have a new goddamn face. Who'd have thought? Rapture. Paradise and a confidence man. I gotta keep revising the Atlas voice. I figure the accent gives me an excuse to lock myself in a room with a bottle and count the cash. War's on in full now, boy. And I've got a hell of a surprise for Andrew Ryan. Long time coming. And right about now, I expect the prodigal son is booking his flight.
Oh my god, he's talking about the first game. Wow. Oops. Oh, what to use? As usual, a bit of everything. I already forgot where that Big Daddy is from earlier. Thought I heard a brood splicer. Okay. Alright. Whatever you say. Sure looks like a nice pile to me. I think before I questioned why there are rivets in the cameras, I guess one could easily argue just they are what's holding the camera together. All the turrets are on fire.
Who is that?
Nobody. Not a single person. Did I just touch my glasses by accident? Oh, I did. Now there's a fucking fingerprint on my lens. Oh, shit. I can't quite see it, so I won't clean them right now.
Unzip 'em, Daddy!
Wow, that was quite the loud splat. Usually she just comes, much like that dude from before, just right through this door, which is pretty funny. I think of where did she come from.
Sleepy time.
Oh, sure. Yeah, we'll just overwrite the current Dionysus Park one. I'm happy with her progress so far. What do you mean I can't have 1 billion saves? What if I want to go back to my very first playthrough?
With me gone, Father, Stanley just let Mother's followers turn into animals.
Let?
When word came that she was returning, he knew they would blame him. So he found a way to silence them all. And now he's trying to cover it up.
But how did he escape the giant flood?
That's it. Now all that old dirt stays underground, and Lamb will be none the wiser. Hey, come on back. I've unlocked the train for you. But remember, if Lamb catches you, mum's the word.
Delta, our conflict of interest seems to be upsetting Eleanor. For her sake, I have made it clear to these men that you are not to suffer. I accept full responsibility for any anger you may experience before you die.
Uh-huh. Gee, thanks.
Doc Lamb's turning up the heat, Chief. Head on back to the train station. Let's hit the trail.
I knew I summoned them earlier. Come on, hurry up. Yep. Yay. Come on, I can just go ham. Oh! Game crashed. Well, I'm glad I saved. Alrighty. Let's turn off that display real quick. Alright. I have it on foot. I have it on film now. I have proof that the game actually crashes. Full screenizer. We'll have it back up and running in just a few minutes here. Oh yeah, there is menu music, just I think once. It's not on loop. You can change the game's difficulty at any time in the options.
Children, have you ever met the bogeyman before?
Hidey hole.
Hi. hidey hole. Alright, visuals back on.
With me gone, Father, Stanley just let Mother's followers turn into animals.
They're grown adults. What do you
When
mean
word
you
came that she
let
was
them turn into
returning,
animals?
he
He
knew
doesn't need
they
to
would
let
blame
them do
him.
anything. It's their own
So he
fault for
found
turning
a
into
way
animals.
to silence them all.
And if they were
And
all
now
such
he's
mindless
trying to
sheep,
cover
they
it up.
shouldn't, like, lambs shouldn't have cherished them so much in the first place. If just left to their own
That's
devices, they just
it.
start
Now
pounding the
all that
walls.
old dirt stays underground, and Lamb will be none the wiser. Hey, come on back. I've unlocked the train for you.
I don't know, am
But
I the
remember,
idiot?
if Lamb catches you, mum's the word.
Stanley's whole bit doesn't really make any sense.
Delta, our conflict of interest seems to be upsetting Eleanor. For her sake, I have made it clear to these men that you are not to suffer. I accept full responsibility for any anger you may experience before you die.
No, my turn.
Doc Lamb's turning up the heat, Chief. Head on back to the train station. Let's hit the trail.
Oh, she's coming from this way this time. You dick! Fucking up everything. Yay! Now let's hope it doesn't crash again. Yay! Now, before it crashes, I'm going to save again. Just in case. Alrighty, yeah. Very, very good. I hope I sound normal. I don't think I should sound it like any different. Basically, what's the word? What's the word I'm looking for? I endured a head injury a couple days back. I was at a friend's place and playing with her dog, and he tripped me, and I fell over, and I wear glasses, and I landed forehead first, well, right temple first on the floor, and the glasses pierced my flesh, and I have a funny feeling that I may have cracked my skull. I've never had a concussion. I have no clue what a concussion feels like. The dizziness, I think we're on day 3 since that. Dizziness is mostly gone at this point, but I had some other odd symptoms, like the morning after I felt dizzy, but not that dizzy. I went about my normal day and went to work and stuff, but I felt very drowsy, exceptionally so, but I figured that might just have to do with the drinking. And dizzy, naturally, again, thought, okay, well, that must be from the drinking. So I went and I actually took a nap, which I never, ever take naps, so that's a little unusual for me. And didn't do any working out that day. Went to work, got halfway through the shift, started to feel like I was gonna puke. That went away.
Through Adam, Eleanor will become the daughter of the people, a true utopian, brilliant beyond measure, but utterly selfless. As she ascends, Delta, you and I will seem as dogs, circling and snarling amid the afterbirth.
What a gross mental image, thanks, Sophia. So yeah, I felt sick halfway through the shift. That went away decently quickly. I just drank more water and pretty much went away. Do I really want to go back and... Well, I actually didn't use any armor-piercing ammo that time. I think I'm just good to go. Let me just make sure I have all the power to the people stations. And then by the end of the shift, my muscles started to get sore, which wasn't like that big of a surprise. And then next day, I wake up and both of my arms feel like I've sprained muscles in my biceps and forearms. They're still a little sore today, but not nearly as sore as they were yesterday. Like extending my arm fully was a painful experience, and that was very, very strange because I hadn't worked out for 2 days, so I had no reason why I should be sore. And then I had lunch that day before work, and immediately after I ate lunch, I got super, super tired, and again, I took a nap. It wasn't a long nap, it was only like 40 minutes, but again, I cannot describe to you how rare it is that I ever take naps. And then I went to work, and they sent me home because they said, you know what, you sound like you could use some rest. And I feel a lot better today. Dizziness is pretty much gone, and arms aren't really that sore anymore. So hopefully, whatever it was, is done with. Again, they're like, did you get a concussion? I'm like, I don't know. I've never had a concussion. I just feel dizzy. Does that mean I have a concussion? I thought growing up that, a concussion, your head it must be like a really bad headache, like all the time. But I'm not usually that tired. Alright, I know we got one where the kid's flower was. Is the difficulty with doing this in separate weeks. Okay, there were two, and one of them we literally had to encounter by walking around. The other one was where the flower was, so we should be all good. And then there are two in the next area, then three in the area after that, and then that's it. Okay. Very cool. Rumored Bioshock 4 screenshot shows off some new powers and a very punchy looking shotgun. Well, without any sort of confirmation, you don't really have my vote of confidence. Who's making it? Who says they're making it? Supposedly from a 2K visual artist. The online profile of the artist was kept secret for the sake of privacy. It doesn't even have the supposed picture in this post. Also, apparently David Hayter has teased a Metal Gear 6, and he says he'll be coming back as Big Boss. I play Metal Gear 6. I haven't played all the Metal Gears. I played Metal Gear 1, and then haven't played Metal Gear 2. And then I played Metal Gear Solid 1, 2, and 3. Well, okay. He basically dodged. I haven't played Metal Gear Solid 4. I did play Metal Gear Solid 5 Phantom Pain. I did not play Ground Zeroes. And I played Metal Gear Solid Revengeance. The one with Raiden, our good boy.
This might work. Make it stop!
They're dodging my strikes. I am liking this upgraded Incinerate. If I were better with all of these buttons, maybe if I was on Xbox, I'd do it more. I would switch plasmids more, because they are fun. But there's just so many buttons to keep track of. And combat's so frantic. Am I missing any mainline Metal Gear games in my description? I don't think so. One, two, three, four, five. Revengeance. if you count Revenge as a mainline game. Depends on who you ask. It should be a mainline game. I don't think I'm missing any. Ah, I see. I see the issue here. Oh. I feel like I'm missing one though.
Subject Delta. I have known for years of Stanley's betrayal here, and had forgiven him.
Did you?
But in compromising Eleanor now, he seals his fate. You see, it was Stanley who turned you into Ryan. He is responsible for what you have become. The security booth is open now. You may have your revenge.
I mean, it wouldn't have taken long for them to think, to figure out we were here.
And she just let me hang myself out the... Oh, God. No. Come on, pal. The train's ready. Just let me live.
He also could have, I think, pretty easily gotten out of that by just saying she's lying. We don't really have any reason to trust Lamb. One could argue, oh, well, she has no reason to lie. I would argue she has plenty of reason to lie. So I don't have much issue not killing Stanley. And this game, like I said, you meet 3 NPCs. And your ending is affected by whether you kill a majority or spare a majority. And we have to let this guy live, because I have to kill the next person. And you'll see why when we get there.
Mother's not lying this time, Father. He really did it. To both of us.
Also, yeah, we do know that he did it, at least from Eleanor's perspective, because she should know, given her whole mind of rapture thing.
So, Lamb broke out, and she's coming back. Wow. Okay. Didn't see that coming, but... Okay. Oh, that is gonna be... Oh, what am I gonna do? And I've heard a lot of these people down here talking. Some of them I know saw the thing with Eleanor, and who knows what. You can't just stop, a whole cult from talking, can you? Well, maybe you can. Yeah. Maybe you can.
You can consider him an evil bastard, but is he, like, any more evil than so many men we've seen before?
Don't, please.
Oh. But if one were just out to kill evil people, one could easily do it to him. Though, I don't have a whole lot of sympathy for Lamb's followers, because they all seem to be idiots, or crazy, give or take. Fontaine Futuristics.
This is it, Chief. End of the line. If I'm right, Eleanor's mama's using Adam to force all Rapture's minds and memories into the poor girl. Lamb reckons it'll make that child a saint. Now, Eleanor's in a deep, dark place beneath Fontaine headquarters, and to keep you alive, we need to sneak in and find her.
Attention! Please have Rapture ID cards ready before reaching checkpoint. All comments are taken seriously, so no jokes. No unauthorized persons past checkpoint. Rapture Security is here for your safety. Have a nice day. You have a nice day too. All these gizmos and doodads and such. We'll listen to that in a second.
This facility belongs to the city now, to Ryan Industries, at least until the rioting subsides. While it is unfortunate that such measures had to be taken, I must admit, it is gratifying to see this building condemned. Fontaine is gone, Lamb is gone, or close enough. I am alone at last, alone with my city.
All alone. Too bad the rioting didn't subside. Itchy head. I imagine when they went all bathysphere instead of the train, that it would have been like that scene from Meet the Robinsons with the bubbles. Whoops. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. They use giant bubbles to get around because that's a very Disney thing to do. Damage research. Are you a master of research? No, I certainly like to think so. Get the most out of your unlocked damage bonuses with damage research. And I will be equipping this for the same reason I equipped it last game. We'll get rid of Thrifty Hacker.
October 9th, 1967. Hello. My name is Gilbert Alexander, and by the time you hear this, I will be clinically insane. I am recording these diaries in advance as a last-ditch effort to assist anyone I might threaten in dealing with me. My next message awaits you beyond the security checkpoint. The bioscan will ensure that you're sane enough to need it.
Gil Alexander. As I recall, he was involved in Big Daddy development from the beginning. Likely had something to do with you and Eleanor, son.
Foreshadowing is a narrative device that sometimes foreshadowing is rather obvious. Hello, Mr. Slug. Slug my nuts? What? Took the wrong way around. The world's wettest first aid kit. Never before has a first aid kit been this far below the waves. That wasn't meant to be Trump, but I realized it wasn't a million miles away. Never before has a first aid kit been this far below the waves. Ding. You are fired. Sometimes foreshadowing's so many auto hacks, but nary a regular hack dart to be seen. I think during my last drunk playthrough, because naturally I was worse at hacking while drunk. Hello, Mr. Melty Man. I think I just started using auto hack darts at the end of the game because they were just more common at finding, and they weren't selling regular darts in stores, and they were selling auto hack darts. come on.
Still my home.
Yeah. I think this guy might be insane. I don't know, just something about his voice and the way he talks. Ow.
The collection. Keep it away. Here's what you get.
There we go. Where's the last person? I heard a voice.
You my wits on my side.
There you are.
You're worth nothing.
Is it just me, or was that last gunshot particularly loud?
Alex the Great? Oh, hell, that has to be Gil Alexander, same man who left that message we're following. He sounds mad as a March hare now.
Yeah, I've never... I assume that means that when rabbits are in mating mode, they kind of just go nuts, which I could believe. Though I believe new research suggests that rabbits are always in mating season. Hence their exceptional breeding speed. And the popularity of Usada peckera has made this research well known. No ammo for me.
Initiating bioscan.
I guess I should be nearby for that.
Identifying clearance level. Identified. Clinical trial subject. Classification. Protector. Designation. Delta. Status. Deceased. Error. Updating status.
No longer deceased.
Stand by.
Previously deceased. This he said. Yep, now we get to fight the Alpha Series. I love these guys. Unlike regular Big Daddies, they're basically glass cannons, really, really high damage, but actually not that much health, which makes sense given their much less armor. Increased damage. The Alpha Series is vulnerable to armor-piercing rounds, though they still are armor-piercing, so I kind of figured they were going to do anti-personnel when I first saw them. Don't they just look fucking cool?
Status updated. Status active.
It also makes it really easy to see what our model looks like, because we'd look the same.
Hello again. I have been exposed to a massive dose of substance Adam. By the time you hear this, I will have armed this facility's defenses en masse. You, my friend, must therefore penetrate them and kill me. Please believe that if I could have done it myself... and on that cheery note...
Why couldn't you
you
have
may
done it yourself?
use the diary lying near this screen to bypass the Vogel print locks ahead and enter the security office. The password is Agnes Day.
I've never actually looked up what Agnes Day is.
Agnes Day.
I would hope it's like a wife that he lost. That would be most thematically correct, I think. Oh my goodness, a normal corpse? An unspliced body? In Rapture? Say it ain't so.
Please see password to enter.
Agnes Day.
Access granted. Welcome, Gil Alexander.
I heard that. My likeness is company property, Delta, just like you are. Don't make me strip you for parts, Milado!
Alright, we're gonna save. Just in case. Not saying anything, game, but sometimes you like to, you know, have a little bit of a slip.
Please see password to enter.
I warned you. When you're down in the mouth and life's a pain, weatherman says heavy rain. A little boost is all you need. Average Joe to Hercules. Stronger arm and sharper brain. That's why the future is haunted.
Access denied. Please speak clearly. Automatic deactivation for 60 seconds.
Oh, he's jamming the voice print lock with that awful crooning. See if you can find some way to sabotage his control of building security.
Delta, you're dawdling. The security office is well above your pay grade. If you're so keen to help, the restrooms need a good scrub. Here's a clerk or two to help you along.
Ooh. I didn't realize this thing had that sort of area effect on it. Interesting. If I remember correctly, last time I used Bee Swarm, Insect Swarm, instead of Electro Bolt, and it immediately triggered that Big Daddy back there.
Prison, it seems, was a blessing. Brian is now dead by his own son's hand.
How do you know that?
Interesting is the program of compulsion bred into his child, coded WYK. It was some manner of verbal trigger phrase, which the boy would obey as an order, unerringly. In a way, this sad thing, this half-man, had escaped the self. Highly...
Oh, come on.
Congratulations! You've won a battle of wits with a home appliance!
Nice little GLaDOS reference. Not GLaDOS. What the fuck am I talking about? Shodan.
Brian is now dead by his own son's hand. But far more interesting is the program of compulsion bred into his child, coded WYK.
Tasty
It was
beans.
some manner of verbal trigger
Delicious cream
phrase,
cake.
which the boy would obey as an order, unerringly. In a way, this sad thing, this half-man, had escaped the self. Highly intelligent, but devoid of so-called free will, with all its convenient blind spots. What if he had been instructed to uphold the common good? What if he would...
Son of a bitch! I just keep trying to walk around.
Its value is 10 times your own.
Alright, we're almost to the end of it, I swear.
Prison, it seems, was a blessing. Ryan is now dead by his own son's hand. But far more interesting is the program of compulsion bred into his child, coded WYK. It was some manner of verbal trigger phrase, which the boy would obey as an order, unerringly. In a way, this sad thing, this half-man, had escaped the self. Highly intelligent, but devoid of so-called free will, with all its convenient blind spots. What if he had been instructed to uphold the common good? What if he were a volunteer?
Keep Jack's name out of your dirty, dirty mouth. You don't get to speak of Jack and call him one of your projects. Become a master of electricity with the power of electrical storm.
Every bolt hits more than one foe. Charge up to blast them with a deadly storm.
We can now be Count Dooku. Also, yeah, every bolt is also now going to arc, which is great. It should now do standard, just a little bit more damage, if I remember correctly. And what was the last detail I wanted to say about it? I don't remember. Nope. Alright, what else do we have gene tonic wise? Oh, my boys. Swarm bomb. Let's 3 do. Someone upgraded bots. Ooh. Might have to get that. For fun. Even less Eve. This is kind of like a bait, because blue spots are pretty much going to be 1 or sometimes 2 wide at this point. So it will end it, and I feel like every time I get this, they immediately make it so it only shows blue in the 3rd phase, and most of the hacks are 4 phases long at this point, so basically you aren't saving any time. I don't know. I just don't know. I can't remember if there's booter splicers in this area or not. Because the only reason I'm keeping the research stuff on is for them. I'll take off extended reel for now. Okay. Now we've got super electric hand. Wait, wrong button. I want to see. There are 3 little sisters. Good.
I'm very disappointed in you, Delta. Destruction of a Fontaine asset is punishable by summary dismissal. Shall I simplify that for you? Fired! Fired! Fired!
Ow. Ow. Nope, that's not working. Oh. Clicked through by accident. Ryan Industries adds even more value to your personal defenses with the Deadly Machines Tonic. Any bots or turrets you control will do even more damage to any parasites after what's yours. Parasites, it really is Ryan's invention. Yeah, and the heat-seeking rockets, quote-unquote, look like mini nukes from Fallout. Not exactly how you wish to design a rocket.
Thanks to new plasmid technologies being developed here at Fontaine Futuristics, anything is possible. The power of the gods is yours. All of our procedures are quick, painless, and safe.
Imagine they're actually being procedures and not just self-injecting, which is what it seems the majority of people are doing.
The results are clear. Invest today in plasmid technology.
Faster, Mr. B. Don't make me carry you.
Don't make me carry you. Ooh, that was a lot of red.
I designed that device, Delta. You fumble at it like an amorous baboon!
Help me. 5254.
If you get Mr. B, think Mr. doesn't like smoke, huh?
No, she does not. Five, 2, 5, 4. Ow. Did that kill both my bots? I think it did. With Eve Saber 2 and the drill plasmid, fuck, I don't think you'd really ever. Well, I mean, you would. But it would take a long time to run out of Eve. Careful Hacker 2, take your time. With Careful Hacker 2, machines will all move more slowly, giving you plenty of time to subvert their inner workings. Oh, I don't know. I feel like Headhunter is less useful now than it ever has been. Kinda wish I knew how much it upgraded the damage it does to their heads. Let's see if I can Google that, just out of curiosity. Bioshock 2 Headhunter damage increase. I'm on r/Bioshock, and there is a photo on the right side of the screen that is Jeremiah Fink from Bioshock Infinite pointing like Uncle Sam at the screen, saying, Jeremiah Fink wants you to attend the July 6th raffle. And those who know, we'll get around to that. So apparently, the amount of headshot damage increase is dependent on the gun. How in the world did they get all this data? Basic rivet times 3, heavy rivet 2.5, trap rivet times 2. Only when you shoot the entire thing at them. Not recommended to use them this way, but it can be done. I'm not really sure what they mean by that. All machine gun ammo is 1.25, so that does not get much of an upgrade, which makes sense. Buckshot, basically nothing, 1.15. Solid slug times 2, phosphorus 1.5. Most of the real damage comes from the secondary effects, so the gains are minimal in combat. Spear gun ammo times 2. Laser cells, thermal cells 1.2, burst cell 1.3. Melee attacks and thrown objects don't score any additional headshot damage. Actual damage number section. Weapons deal a combined total of all damage listed for them, but a target in combat might take less damage if they have resistance to one or all of them. One example might be a drill dash on a frozen enemy. The first listed damage of 50 is boosted by 1.5, but the second damage of 30 works like normal. The 105 damage is being done, not 120. Okay. Oh, apparently, a gun melee is 25 damage and a drill swing is 40. So gun melee is actually stronger than I thought it was. And the drill spinning is 15 per tick, which is actually kind of a slow tick. Drill dash is 50. So it's not actually that much more than a swing. Man, it sure feels like more. Oh, it does 50 on the dash and then 50 anti-personnel on top of that. So it does 80. But if they're resistant to anti-personnel, then that will do less. Basic rivet does 25 piercing. A heavy rivet does 4 piercing, 10 anti-personnel, and 16 armor. So overall, it's doing only 30 instead of 25, but it does better against armor. Interesting. I guess that means that armored targets have an innate resistance to regular kinds of damage and not just more health. Is what that would mean. There's more numbers at play here than I thought there would be. Apparently a single machine gun bullet does 19, opposed to 25 for the basic rivet. I guess we miss a lot. Interesting. So yeah, basically, putting away the headshotter is just going to make me see a significant drop in damage with the rivet gun and not really with anything else. This does imply that you cannot headshot with the rocket launcher, which I guess I didn't assume you could, but only when you shoot the entire thing at them. Not recommended to use them this way, but it can be done. I'm not sure what it means. Maybe it just means for the trap rivet? Oh, yeah, I think it means for the trap rivet. Okay, I understand. Got it. Yeah, because I did that by accident once. Okay. So yeah, the rivet's going to lose the most out of this, which we aren't even using the rivet gun like a ton. Maybe I'll just put it on before like fucking big sis fights. I feel like it's hard to headshot big daddies. Big sis feels like a lot easier. Maybe it's because the bouncer's head's in a weird place. Alright, that's enough nerd shit.
Our hope was to bond a little sister to a single protector, so she had to be expendable in case of error. As we were fabricating a father bond, we couldn't really afford to have the girl's parents asking around. So, Fontaine's orphanages provided, and the procedure was an unprecedented success. If I had only known who the child was, Eleanor, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, sure you are. Forgive me, it's kind of hard to believe, yeah. Wonder how much damage boost we get from the 2 research upgrades, percentage-wise. I wonder if it's effectively making up for the loss of the headshot damage. Hard. I don't think Mr. Gill likes it when you hack his shit.
Adam Delta. One little jab in the arm, and even a hopeless underperformer can be Employee of the Month. Well, you should know. Look around. Is any of this familiar? The Rapture consumer is indebted to you, my boy. We ironed kink after kink out of our domestic plasmid line on you right here. Well, let's see if you're staying competitive. Step on up and take
the stage.
Spotlight.
Man, that shouldn't have been dropping snacks. You can't buy snacks there. Inaccurate. Developers can't even make a competent video game. Welcome back, Delta. Thanks. Isn't this microphone facing the wrong way?
Ladies and gentlemen, Fontaine Futuristics
Isn't it supposed to be this way?
shed your skepticism, evolve your expectations.
I don't know. I've never used a mic like that
resolve
before.
your doubt as we unveil the revolutionary power of our home defense plasmid series. May I have a volunteer from the audience?
I'm trying to kind of go in for a Sandra Cohen thing with him,
Now, don't be shy.
but he's just not as threatening as Cohen. But they're going for the same sort of idea.
How about you, sir? No, he's positively rigid. Yuma, at the back. Oh, come on down. Let's give it a hand, folks. Only a single volunteer? Oh, come now, gentlemen. She'll be awfully nervous up here all alone.
She's dead.
Come on down, all of you.
There we go. We're now done with Houdini's. Natural camouflage. Need some peace and quiet? Splice in natural camouflage. Stop moving and just fade away. Remember, not seeing is believing. Does that mean they'll lose track of you? I kind of doubt it.
A round of applause, please, for Subject Delta and the power of plasmids.
Thanks.
Oh dear, Subject Delta. It looks like you've upstaged a fellow demonstrator, and he's here to steal the show. What will Delta do now, folks?
What a good question.
Still a winner, Delta. The tour was never the same without you. And to think you were so spliced you couldn't stand when we stuffed you into that getup. The Fontaine family retirement plan suits you to a T, my boy.
I don't know. It's not... I feel so weird about the way they've written this section. It just doesn't have the same impact as Cohen, even though you're more personally involved in it, or at least, maybe it's because you aren't personally involved in it, but they say you are, but you didn't naturally experience any of that. It's all lore of someone that you kind of no longer represent. Maybe that's why. I can't really decide why. Hope you like the fucking weed whacker outside the window. Alright, what I'm gonna do is kick this Big Daddy's butt, and then I will log off for the day.
My lantern's lit. I'll find you.
I think I've decided to my satisfaction at this point that The deflection was pointless. There we go. Alright, let's see. He's ranged, so this is gonna be kind of tough. This will be easier. I can just shoot these procs at him too, though. Oh, did that activate all the shit around his feet? Well, crap. Oh shit. That worked pretty well. I love lightning hand. Force lightning when I was a kid was like the coolest shit ever. I could not be happier that it's in this game. Alrighty. Just get everything in our general vicinity. Don't go into the place. Event.
This is Eleanor Lamb speaking. It's been many years since my last diary. Mother found a way to rehabilitate me psychologically, but she can't remove this thing inside my body. I look in the mirror, and I see a freak. I remember very little. Just an artificial sense of peace and a compulsive hunger for Adam. Dr. Alexander is trying to help me adjust. He's responsible for part of my condition, but he wants to make amends.
I mean, wouldn't you? No, certainly just asking her name would have probably secured that process, though he personally wasn't taking place in it, and I'm almost certain. Anyways, there was no real reason for him to believe her, but also, like, how many kids are going to lie and say, I'm Eleanor Lamb? Because how are they even going to know who Eleanor Lamb is? Some random little girl. Especially considering the fact that, actually, Gil shouldn't, well, yeah, okay. I was going to say, Eleanor isn't a new little sister. She would have been an old little sister, not the new girls they're bringing in now. So, scratch my thought on that. Anyway, hope everyone has a lovely day. Stay safe out there and enjoy this beautiful actual fall weather we're having. We might actually get fall this year, not just go straight from summer to winter. Very exciting.